people happy in life. Anything I can do to help somebody, achieve a goal, brighten their day, I have no problem doing it. Matter of fact, I'm generally happy that I can help somebody. But a lot of times in life, people get what they deserve. I'm not one of those type of people who constantly going around saying my people. I mean, if you call yourself a Christian, everybody is your people. Um, I just don't sit around and um I'm gonna try to say this the right way, look out for black people only before I do for anybody else. If I see anybody in need of a hand or help, I help anybody. I don't care what color or race they are. I've always been that way. I don't sit around and black people first and only do for black people. You do for everybody. If you live your life that way, you won't really have anything on your conscience. Well, if you have a conscience, um, to feel sorry about. Now, this next video I'm going to show is one of the cases where I firmly believe you get what you deserve. And it's quite obvious that this guy in this video, he's never been held accountable for anything. And I don't know for sure, but it's more likely he doesn't have a father in his life. But being that it may, his mother is going to do typical mother stuff. Check this out.
A 17-year-old teenager was left disabled after being beaten by 4 firefighters when he attacked an elderly woman. His mother later tearfully demanded $500,000 in court. The incident began when 17-year-old Tyrell Johnson was riding his bike, suddenly turned and punched a 60-year-old grandmother, Martha Anderson, in the face without any provocation. 4 firefighters nearby witnessed the attack and immediately jumped into action. They chased Johnson down, pinned him to the ground, and held him until police arrived. Bystanders called 911, and both Tyrell and Martha were rushed to the hospital. According to police reports, Johnson suffered severe injuries during the confrontation, including fractured ribs and a broken leg, severe bruising to his face, and a shattered left hand, which would likely cause permanent disability. Martha, fortunately, was treated and found to have no life-threatening injuries. Johnson was charged with first-degree assault. However, his mother took legal action against the local fire department, claiming the 4 firefighters had brutally beaten her 17-year-old son. She demanded they be sent to jail, and that the fire department pay $500,000 in compensation for damages. The court ultimately dismissed her lawsuit. The judge ruled that the 4 firefighters deserve a medal for their heroic actions. Yeah. Tyrell is still hospitalized, will face assault charges upon his release. Do you think the judge's ruling was fair?
I think the ruling was fair. And I think each one of those officers, firefighters, deserve a medal. 3 of them, exact. But you notice what's missing in this video? The father, which is always the case. And you know what else? A common theme? The woman, his mother, wanting justice for her son, who is a criminal who attacked a elderly woman. Obviously, this kid has no conscience at 17 years of age. Like I say, this is America we live in. Now, if this here case was put up in front of a forum of black people and they had to give their opinion on, I bet most of them would probably say that these firefighters overreacted and went too far. Yeah, they would say that for this situation, but if one of their mothers, brothers, cousins, a situation like that, they wouldn't feel that way. I think he doesn't deserve a penny. I hope he go to jail, and that elderly woman need justice. That's how I feel about it. But tell me what you think. I just want to do this quick video tonight because I saw this video today, and I knew I wanted to do a video on this one. And if you disagree with what I'm saying, you probably need to look at yourself in the mirror. There is no justice for something like this. And this was wrong with society today. And this is the future right here. This kid is 17 years old and doesn't have any respect for his elderly, especially the punch in the face. I mean, where did all this come from? When I was coming up, our thing was to help an old lady across the street. Help a lady take a elderly woman take her groceries home. You go by and check on them. If one of your friends, a mom was at home and they was gone somewhere, you go by and check on them. But now they want to rob elderly women. or elderly woman walking down the street. You know she ain't got no money on her. Probably about $10, $12 on her. But this was a disgrace. A common thing in society today. But you tell me what you think. I know I'll probably get a lot of opposition on this one. Because I don't have no sympathy for people who do something like this. And just imagine how this woman kids, her husband felt when they found out that something like this happened. They got to go to the hospital and check on their mother, sister, a wife, and to the hospital and find out that something like this happened to him by a 17-year-old kid. And the mother out there seeking $500,000. That money is for her. She could care less about that kid if the kid wouldn't have turned out that way. But then again, you never know. I'm assuming there's no father, but there may be one, an absentee father, or the father would have been there with her. But anyway, let me know what you think. Comment in the comment section. Man, like the video, please. And subscribe. And I will see you on the next video. But I'm pretty sure y'all should agree with me on this one.